Hey, my love, I'm back at you one more again. I'm back 2 weeks. Been going for 2 weeks. Had to go on my little spiritual retreat hiatus of healing. So I hope everybody is good. There's so many things that's going on in the world. Y'all know I don't do my intro on my topics of the day is let me turn it this way so I can get bigger. Okay. Your penance is guiding you to repent. Seeing the visions of the second fire, the second coming of the fire rituals with ancestral tribal ancestors, communicating with the fire gods, purifying a powerful rebirth. Different tribes are banding together for the shift taking place, preparation for the second coming, and we are placed here to apply a change. What makes you epic. Don't get caught up being basic. Hey, Miranda, how are you doing, love? Girl, I'm doing good. I had to take a couple of days back, do my spiritual retreat with myself. I've been doing a lot of self-reflecting. It wasn't easy, but I feel so much better after I did it. And plus, I just had to take, myself away from social media for a minute. Universe was guiding me, hey, you need to work on yourself right now. And there was so many different things that's going on. It's been when you're starting to do that purge, when you're purging, detoxing, clearing, you're going through a lot of spiritual trends, and they're very intense because, hey, Blue River, what's up? It's like I'm doing good, feeling more at center. Yeah, Mercury retrograde was hit, girl. Please, already know what's up. Thanks for stopping in, Blue River. It's just been crazy. It's really been crazy. I've been getting, since I've done a spiritual cleansing and all that, you're starting to have more connections with source. High pitch, low pitch of ear ringing is getting very intense. I've been seeing a lot of a lot of fire rituals. I was connecting with this guy through the what do you call it, the frequencies, where it was very intense. Anybody ever heard of the Man of Fire effigies that they have in, I don't know if it's always in Nevada, but it was like a certain time of the year, and this is around that time that happened. And when I was having visions of that, it was just like, it was like I was going through a ritual, but this was where things are coming together. So it was like the tribe was there, but it was like a fire ritual to you. You're, on that next level where they're telling you these are what are the things that are happening. These are the things that they're preparing us for. You're getting those different visions that's connecting with Mother Earth, Gaia, as well as the ancestral tribes from, way before that are connecting like that. So it's like a fire rebirth. And, I don't know if y'all ever heard of him. What is his name? I had to write it down to make sure I remember. This happened like a couple of years ago in September 3rd of 20, made videos, or they've been placed on there. If you heard of it, maybe shift. Yeah, it has been. And there's a lot of stuff that's going on. It's getting very crazy, very intense. Where I was doing a meditation, with, the tribal ancestors and connecting. And it was very intense. And Aaron, came to me. And if you ever heard of that, this was that guy. There was nothing wrong with him. It was crazy when you're seeing it, like, it traumatized a lot of people, but it looked beautiful and it was scary at the same time, because when they had that effigy, it's like a big bonfire, but they only let you, it's like you have to stand at least about 200 and so feet back, and there's rangers and everywhere out there, fire trucks, stuff that in case anybody gets hurt. The guy broke through the rangers and he ran into the fire, like right dead into the middle. And you just see him just standing there. He was purifying himself. And I'm like, this is one of them WTF moments. And he's like, prepare yourself. Because it's like when I came to that opening of my spiritual vision that I was having. It was placing me there at the fire ritual. Been getting them a lot lately, and there's like the fire gods was coming in, and I saw Aaron there, and he was like, people were like, why did he do that? He was very, you can tell he was one of us. He felt like that was his time for a rebirth. He can come back, but with other people probably sleep. You might not, it can even be somebody who's awake. That would be traumatizing to see somebody running in a fire on purpose just to sacrifice themselves like that. So it was just like his parents said, he never had no mental issues, but that was towards, his soul contract was up, and that's what he had to do. So we're going through a very crazy rebirth. There's a lot of times, your energies is getting potent. The ear ringing is getting crazy. You're starting to see the circle of life that's going, but there's something major attached to it. Like, everybody passes to come back and do it again. But there's something this year, that's going on that just, you can't touch it. It's something that, it feels different. Yeah, it's like last night I had a weird experience while meditating. It's like that. It's been very intense, dealing with the fire gods. Usually the tribes stick to their own, but there's something that's going on where the highest, I'm trying to, I don't know what the word is, and I don't want to guess because I don't want nobody feeling like I'm disrespecting, but it's like they're coming together, that wherever it's preparing, it's like Mother Earth, this information is coming off. So everybody's meeting, all different tribes is coming together for something, and it's supposed to be, on hush hush or whatever, but these are certain things. You're getting these images for a reason, and when you're going through that shift, you're going to start seeing a lot of things you weren't able to see before. Because it was like with mine, it was like my entity, my essence was turning into a wolf. And then I went to an ego, and then it was a bear, and it's showing me different things that was going real fast. So whatever it's doing at rapid pace, but it's not letting everybody know about it. But you see different things in the world where you see it happening, but it's like something you can't put your finger on. It's not bad, but it's just like, it has not, that information hasn't came out yet, because it's not trying to, let something out too quick. But whatever it is, it's not supposed to be seen coming. And I don't know if that makes sense to y'all, but it's like, you're getting very far advanced, you know what I'm saying? And it's like everybody is playing a part to it. It's just like, especially the people that are on a spectrum, they're attached to that, they're on one level. Then it's the babies from the pandemic, they're playing a part on that. It's like, yeah, I've noticed that as well, especially when it's out in public. You can feel it. It's very, very tense, and it's just like, because that's why a lot of us, we had to go into seclusion and do that. You ain't talked to me in a few days. I've been off social media and want to deal with nobody. I had to be on that retreat for myself. So it's just like, the more I've been allowing myself to clear, that's why a lot of people are having it hard to heal or disconnect, from different things, because they know when you do that, you're going to start getting a whole bunch of information that the devil don't want you to discover anyway. They got, got his little collectors and their handlers and all this other junk. But there's different things that's coming to us the way it's supposed to. It's coming in different images. You'll see it where it's repeating itself. You may see it one time and it's like a deja vu moment. It's like, my neighbor has a baby and it was born, and and he's, he shines bright and he's always smiles and stares. Yeah. It's a lot of them they're doing that. I don't know. It's like they're on a spectrum. It's not saying spectrum as, autism or special needs, but there's something about these babies that are far more advanced. You know what I'm saying? Because they're showing different ones that are crawling, rolling over like a week old, doing things that's not, normal for regular babies to be doing. But these are those ones that they're all playing a part. It's like, a part of a sequence. And it's like the pandemic babies is the core. We're somewhere at the top. It's like a food chain. It's like, yeah. So it's just like different things. You're not able to put your mind on it. It's just like if you go through nature, and I know you've been going because it's showing me what you've been doing. And there are certain things that's catching your eye, like you're you go walking with your dog and all that all the time, but there's something that's communicating with you and you're trying to figure out what it is. And there's nothing bad. It's not bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that now, because sometimes it can make you paranoid, especially if you're, you going through a lot of changes and you're not knowing what you're connecting with. But these are the things that are going through that chain of event that's connecting with you, because you've been doing a lot of purging. You've been doing a lot of cutting cords, healing and stuff like that. Yeah, because it's just like you'll see it. You can even go outside. Like now, if I go outside at night and just skyring and stuff like that, I can go whistle to a certain connection of birds per se, and they'll start it's like we're communicating. I can whistle a certain way and they come back whistling to me. I never knew birds can laugh, and that's the crazy thing. So it's like more advanced. We're getting connection, like high connections to our ancient tribal ancestors, the guardians of the night light or dark light, whatever it is. It's like harbinger of souls is coming out. Whatever this is trying to and it's not good, because whatever it is trying to stop whatever God got going on. So it's attaching different things. I've been feeling parrots. Yeah, there's different ones. Like you're really, more animals are wanting to communicate with you, even though sometimes like, how am I going to talk to them? It's just like if you see a chipmunk or a squirrel, you start doing that and they'll start talking to you. Because I go outside, people looking at me like I'm crazy, like, what the hell is she doing? And there'll be a communication. They'll be like, oh, okay, I'm just going to walk off and act like I didn't see that. But a part of the tribe, we connect with everything, So those things are happening. You're moving. Your spiritual level has far advanced. You might notice that, like certain frequencies. Like if I go around and I get agitated, I'm sitting up here busting light bulbs like left and right, or I'm using different, I'm breaking electronics and stuff like that from my energy, and it's gotten crazy, so it's just been very wild. And I had to go, that's where I had to go through my retreat. So when I'm going out there, I see, as soon as I said that, you heard that ding that's going off. You're going through that spiritual retreat where I'm seeing different parts of us in this fire ritual. And they're telling a story. When they're telling stories, they're putting different marks on us and different symbols, and they're dancing. And it's just like, when I see it, it's just like certain people, whatever our connection is, like if you're supposed to be this, then next you get the spirit of, you go like this. Next thing you see, a smoke, and you're seeing an eagle come out. Like you have that connection with the eagle, frequency. Or when you come out, there could be a different guy that comes out, this part of the tribe. They put this makeup like this. Next thing you see two bears coming out. It's just like really crazy, because especially when I seen him and I forgot Aaron, I was like, why do I know this dude from somewhere? Why do I keep saying it? And it just so happened I was watching one of them TikTok videos, and they were like, they show pictures with creepy backstories, and you seeing him run, and it's beautiful, this big beautiful bonfire. And then I forgot about that, because when he came out and talked to me, he was fire, and he's like, the time has come, instant rebirth. And it's like our hands went like this and locked, and it was like, it made me feel like we were part of X-Men group, we were mutant, it was feeling like that. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? I got up drenched in sweat, didn't know what was going on, eyes done changed color. It got really crazy. So I don't know if y'all been connecting with that. Like you're seeing, like it could be on like different images that you're seeing. It could be like you're on social media, and next thing you see somebody at a campfire. It's certain places are still hot. So there's a lot of different things that's going on where it's very advanced right now. And it's like the more you purge, the faster your frequency is speeding up. You're opening up to it. So it was like I had to be able to go through that, because it's been very intense and I did not know how to handle it. So I had to be able to step back so I can clear myself. And it's been very, very intense, because I've never seen like, the top chief from different tribes coming together like that, and that was kind of crazy. Like, what are you doing? You don't never hear about stuff like this. And if you do, it's very hush hush. So whatever is going on, there's different people like Chippewa. You got, Apache right here, Cherokee right here, Blackfoot right here, and all this stuff. And I'm trying to figure out what is going on. Yeah, the ancestors. So it's just like when you're seeing them, then you see the spirit of the ancestors coming behind them. And then with them coming up, we're all connecting. It's like, like the totem poles that you see out there, like, when they're at the reservation, you see that beautiful mark where you're seeing, okay, an eagle, then there's a wolf, and then there's a bear. And it's like, we're right there, but it's a human totem pole. It's like, yeah, it's like, yes, I had a dream of the chief. See, so they're already preparing you for that. So this is the part of that, you're seeing it because you're coming more connection, whatever it is, it's like feeding into us like that. The more you heal, the more you're allowing yourself to detach from that old life to be conjoined with this new one. It's heavy. It's very heavy. I don't know if y'all can feel the shift in because I'm not used to Blue River being here with me, but I know, Miranda, we connect with like this. And I don't know if you feel that my energy is very different, but it's very, it's very tense right now. So, but it's not a bad tense, but it was like the ritual we were having, and it was very beautiful, but it was like, whoa, because the wolves, it was looking like something off of Twilight. Them big old wolves like they had, but it's just like where you see the tribal ancestors is coming down, from Galactica or wherever it is, and you're just seeing fireballs, you're seeing lightning and stuff like that. So when they're coming out, their hands are up like this, and then you see the spirit animals that's connecting to the fire that's right there, and then they have their hands out, and what you're connecting with like the bear or whatever, and it's making this human totem. So it's like the energy is coming from our ancestors that's coming down. And then from the different chiefs from different levels, they're connecting and they're touching us and putting stuff on our face, and then you're seeing this big hole, light coming from there. So it's just like your vibrations is intensifying from your third eye. So hey, Annie. Yeah, it's been crazy. So if you can, just like I'm saying this, you can imagine that. It was just like, I've never took acid in my life, but it made me feel like I was on an acid trip, or that was some good ass weed. It was like they had the peace pipe. So it was like telling a story. And the more you're telling that story that they're saying to us, we are being open to receive the vibrations from the galactic. Okay. And it's just everybody, because whatever is going on is very low key, but you're getting this different insight that there's a major shift that's taking place, and it's at a need to know basis. So they're giving it to you in increments, and you'll feel the shift because there are more animals that are starting to come close to you, and then they're starting to connect with you. You can be able to understand there's certain times where you'll take a shift, like if you're going on nature walks and all of a sudden you decide to go a different way because something is telling you go this direction because there's something you need to see this way, and it's just like, with you, Miranda, you've been paying attention to a certain flower that's giving, I don't know why you pay, but you keep showing me this. You're like, hey, and you show it to me, is right by the river. What's going on? Is it a full moon? Girl, I don't even know. I don't even know what it is, but it's been that. So it's just like, never mind. I'm just leaving that one alone. Yeah. So it's just like, because you're tapping me on my shoulder. I'm like, you're like, Roz. I'm like, what? And you're showing purple, whatever this flower is. And you're like, what is this? You're like, girl, it's cool. The hell you trying to tell me, Miranda? And it's just like different things that you're showing me, and it's just like, what it's like, I go on, yeah. But it's just like there's different things. Like I think with Annie, you starting to draw more. You're drawing different things that you're not used to drawing. You didn't advance on your drawing, or something's coming out. So it's just like, you see how everything lit up when I said that. Just trying to make sure. Oh my God, dog, what happened? But yeah. You're going through all these different things, and it's like making you very advanced, and they're wanting you to get in position some kind of way, and it feels weird, so it's just like, I'm not feeling drained like I usually do, but I'm just, it's going, and it's very, I don't know, it's very weird. It's different. You remember true. It was weird. Yeah, it's just like really, really, really different. And it's just I'm trying to see. I'm having another one. Like somebody's looking into a river and it's like, you know, if somebody else saw it, would it be very freaking crazy? But if I see it, I'm like, oh, they're communicating with the water gods or something like that. Somebody, I don't know if it's Miranda or Blue River, that somebody's going to this pond and there's something that is like connecting with you in this pond. It's like I see a pond and it's this beautiful tree. Like this tree looks like it sticks out from every other tree, and there's like a little creek, like a bridge go over the little creek, or there's like a walkway or path or something by this creek, and it looks very magical. Okay, so it is like when I'm connecting with y'all, I start reading. It's like I'm connecting with you in the third eye, and you're showing me different things that you're seeing that you may not have been able to see before, but you're seeing it now. So, and it's just like, if you've probably been through there before, you knew there was like, man, what is there something I'm connecting with, but I'm not knowing yet because you weren't ready. You weren't in that, you know, that equation, that secret of an equation yet. But now it's at that time when you done did the shift, you're clearing, you're purging. Now you're opening up to the new and you're letting that room in. But there was more things that you're coming out, because it could be Blue River where it's just like a certain pond and you're doing it in, you're doing it a sequence. Like if say that you walk, you know, somebody like got OCD and is going at third, it's like 3 times the charm. I don't know what it is. It's like 3 times the charm. And somebody's going around this river and there's a certain part that it's something that keeps making you go in a circle. You keep coming back to it. So whoever that is, it keeps going towards doing that. And it's looking at this tree, you know, and I don't know, whatever this tree is, it sticks out like there's nothing else like that in this forest or in this, you know, what landmark or, you know, park or whatever it is. And it's just this tree that sticks out by itself. It's like, well, how many times? Because I need and I don't know. It just keeps going. I don't know. It just depends on a person. Because it's like, when I tell you I don't step back for a minute, that mess is just like very potent, but it has me calm. But it's just like, it won't allow me to get to that point where I'm frustrated. You know what I'm saying? It's like I cleared. I'm very peaceful right now. But there's so many different things where they had to place you into your vision of a ritual. Which one of y'all got a fire pit outside y'all's house? Because whoever it is, you've been probably purging, so it is really draining you. I don't know if you've probably been thinking about negative stuff, or you just been purging a lot of stuff. You probably got to replenish yourself. Which one of y'all have well, it could be somebody who's just watching and they're not watching, you know, they haven't said anything, but somebody has a fire pit and they're okay. If there's something you're not doing tonight, but you need to have your dog out there with you, they're going to communicate with you, but you have to light the fire pit for that to happen, because something is connecting with you, but you have to do it at a certain part of the night. I don't know if it's like the moon where it lines out at, like it's like a beautiful scenery out there by the fire pit. You look out and it has you have to be in some kind of alignment with the moon or something like that. But it's saying that you have to do it tonight if you can. It needs to be tonight, because there's something that's going on with you. And you know, usually if I'm telling you, you already know I'm not lying about something. But it's needing you to go out there and do that, because there's some kind of message or something that needs to be done. But it has to be tonight. You won't be able to, if you miss it tonight, it's going to have to happen a few, you know, probably not until next week or 2 weeks, but it's very imperative that you do it tonight. I don't know what it is, but I'm give me a minute, y'all, because I'm seeing something. Did somebody have like a picture, like a tapestry in their house of a sun or a sun moon, or it's just like, you know how you see a half moon in a sun? Who has that? There's somebody on here that has a tapestry or a big photograph, you know, like an image of the sun and the moon together, and it's like a crescent. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? It's like, I've been staying up until 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, well, I guess so, because you still got a whole bunch of stuff going on. Miranda, I'm tired of you. He's like, I got one. Okay, everything's with you. Okay. It is one of you, because somebody in your ancestors, like, tell her about the sun moon. It's something about a crescent moon. It's like, are you a moon child? If somebody tells you you're a moon child, if somebody like that calls you a moon child, it's like, I have a chart of the signs. Okay, let me see if I can see it. I'm trying to see, because it's like a crescent. I'm gonna try to see if I can pull it up. Ooh, Lord, let me hold up. Let me let me go ahead, and I ain't know that came on. I ain't trying to get no daggone copyright stuff on me, but it's I'm trying to see if I can pull it up, and this is what I'm seeing. It's like moon. What is it? Moon, sun, crescent. Crescent tapestry. Yeah, because whatever I'm seeing, it looks like abstract. It looks very abstract. So I'm trying to see. It's kind of like, let me see. Come on. Oh, let me see. Damn, hold up. But I'm just trying to see whatever it is. I ain't trying to pull up no Amazon.com. Hold up. Okay. Let me see if I can pull this up. It kind of, ooh. Can y'all see it? You see it like that? It's like the moon is in between. It's like the sun. Do you have that, Miranda? Yeah, it's kind of psychedelic. It is. Because it's like if you, it could be speaking to you, it's giving you some kind of information that you need to have. Because you did a major shift, whoever it is that has had this, that has this tapestry, you did a major shift like either yesterday or the day before. Like, who's been waking up in sweats? Like, it's not like you're having terror, night terrors, but it's something like you're going through a major shift and it's taking place while you're asleep. So whatever this is, the information, like if you sit there and listen, it's like the symbol will talk to you. I know that may sound crazy, but there's a reason behind that tapestry you have. But it's something, or it looks kind of like this. Let me see. Can you see that? And it has the crescent on the side. I know on computers they look kind of crazy. I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but it kind of looks like that. Like somebody has something like this on the back of their wall. It's like a backdrop. Well, then it's you. It's like it's you, because whatever it is has something to do with that fire pit. Like something like the fire gods is connecting with us all. It's like that. Like it's not crazy. Nothing about that is crazy. It's only people that ain't woke that choose not to deal with that. May feel like it's crazy, but there's something. If this is all about you, Miranda, it's like you have to. It's like calculated. Whatever it is, it's like when the moon gets into that perfect alignment to where if you're sitting out there, if you have like chairs over there by your fire pit, it's telling you to light it and just sit there and meditate. It's like you have to have a clear mind, open, conscious, because it's like when I'm seeing it, it's like the fire gods is coming out and it's teaching you something. There's something that's on towards that next journey of yourself. Last night I felt a huge shift. I already told you it was either last night or the night before. Yeah, I was meditating, almost like it was astral traveling. Yeah. And it's like and I dropped back into my body. Yeah, you've been going through a major shift anyway, so it's just like a lot of people are going through that. And it's like it's just like if you start a fire, in a fire pit, or people go out there and have their own little fire thing out there, and you're doing that ritual, because it's like the treaty is getting together, and the information we have or we need at that time is coming from the fire gods. So they're wanting us to be able to connect with that in that way. And so to me, it's the time to fight back, and I noticed, it's just like you're recognizing your own power. You weren't able to do that before. It's not saying that you were the yin yang. You weren't, it's not saying that you were weak, but it was like you weren't prepared for it at that time. You didn't have what you needed, at that time. So it's like this time had to go, because it's not, I feel a lot of people have had a major shift in the last few days. But if you've been going through that healing and that solitude, like, it's been telling a lot of us we have to go into seclusion, because this is where it needs. You have to go through your cleanse, you had to go through your disconnect, you had to go through your acknowledgement, forgiving, healing, disconnecting, because there's vindication is going on, through the healing is right now. So it gives you that clarity of what is coming from Mother Nature, Gaia, our fire gods, the chief of all levels, the different treaties that are coming in, whatever part you play in the tribal connection. I did, and it was like I'm scared, but too bad, I'm ready. You have to be, because it's like, even though we're a part of this and it's something we're not used to, even though our spiritual beings is used to it, because a lot of us are having like those glitches. Like, it's something that you're like, Dad, well, I've done this before and I don't understand it, but it's like, I don't know what's going to happen next, but I already know what's happening next. So it's just like, these were things that we already knew was taking place, but this is when it's initially coming into place. And it's like, yeah, you can explain. Well, it's like, bless you, welcome. I try my best to do it, because a lot of times when it's going through my head, there was so much stuff that I had to connect with, like you talk to your fire, you're looking at the fire, you're starting it up, you're cleansing, and more you cleanse, you're allowing yourself to be in that balance. These things are taking place, and it's allowing you to see what part you're playing, what you're connecting in, but they only can tell you so far, because there are certain things we are not supposed to know yet. It's on a need to know basis, and they're only taking you to a certain extent. And when you go there, and you're doing that, they're going to get you towards that. And when they're doing that, it's just like different animals that you're connecting with, because there's some people that are highly connected to the wolf, and there's a lot of people that are connected to the raven or the eagle, whatever your totem is used to. And you'll start seeing them in different places. Like, you could be walking in the middle of the night, and this, you'll see something swoop by you. Yeah. It's like, you said it perfectly. It's like, you can explain it. Oh, okay. Imbalance. Yeah. You're getting that. I feel, I don't feel intense. I don't feel aggravated. I feel rather, it's like I went through a retribution. I don't went through that, saving myself, going through that. Yeah. It's like no getting back. Yeah. It's just like, you can't turn back. You're there. You're at that moment. Either you gotta die hard or go home. It's got one of those things. It can't be fight or flight mode. You can't be running the other way. This is what you're here for. So there's a lot of different things that's taking place. You can see just around the world how, even though these are things that are normal, but they don't feel normal of this year. You know what I'm saying? They don't feel normal at all. But there's something that's going down that it just don't, it feels off, way off. And you just don't know. But it's just something that's telling you this is different, because there's something that's peaking. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the devil got his little attachments, because a lot of times, it's like from a dog, from friends, I'm a cat also. Yeah, I got my cats, because my cat's been even acting crazy. But it's just like you're going through these different changes. And when you're allowing yourself to heal, you're allowing yourself to accept, come align with your truth. And when you're doing that, it's like you're busting a levee, because a lot of times we held ourselves back, because of things we weren't allowing ourselves to let go of. Or we kept on allowing ourselves to go back to different things, saying, okay, we forgive, but then you kept going back and talking about them. So it's just like right now, a lot of people are going through that release state where it has to be, where you can't connect with people, because there's people that don't want you to go towards that next level. That's like with you, Miranda. I had to tell you, hey, step away from card reading for a minute. You can't do it right now, and all that stuff. Is I've been tuning in, yeah, and it's like almost a year now. And you put the puzzle together, yeah, and it's just like, yeah, you've been going through this different stuff. I'm going to lie to you too, and you've been going through this, and you're going through that, transformation. And it's like, if I try to describe it, it's like the game Zynga. How you only can pull one out, but it's slow, but you're having to put it in a different place. And that's what it is. It's like our life is getting recalibrated, but it's put together. Even though if it's behind enemy lines, they're like, what the heck are they doing? It's just like one quick move, everything's gonna fall. But it was supposed to be seen like that towards them. But towards us, you're seeing exactly where you need to pull one out at and place it somewhere else. And when you place it there, it's like a Da Vinci Code, the missing symbol. which is getting ready to come out soon. The missing symbol. You're getting those different things. I see us with Incas. I see us with, the Mayans and stuff like that. They're taking us to the Aztecs, to where we're, there's people moving around the hieroglyphs to where it was decoded to code at a certain time. You had to be that special one to switch things around that you weren't able to do before. Now it's coming into place where it had to take that special person to come in there and fix it, like they're moving a puzzle, like a trapezoid type situation, and it's moving. It's like, yes, I'm still being told to hold back from posting. Yeah, that's a reason. It's like, hun, you don't know how I would go hope ballistic, but I care for the yeah, it's a jammer. So I keep to myself. You have to right now. You have to be very. I've been visited by cats. Yeah, it's like the more you connect with the collective, it's like a lot more animals are come to you, and it's very creepy to me because I got like dogs is coming out to me. I'm like, look, and it makes me feel bad because I know they probably are hungry or they need help. I'm not trying to test that theory. If you're gonna chomp down on me and pull a Cujo or man's best friend, I'm not trying to go through there. I watch too many horror movies. No, I'm not about to do that. It's like, I look at Akashic records, because it's getting you in line with knowing what this is not something that we've done before. We've done this many a times, but that was the whole point. We knew, like when we're up there, we already remember this stuff. It's like nothing. It's like we renegade up there, whatever cyborg type little things. But when we come here, we're living in that human experience. So we had to be dumbed down for a while. We had to be dormant. You had to start all over again. But these are part of us that's been there, but it had to come in different, moderations. You couldn't come all at one time. We can't do that. It's like TikTok is like 30-second video, but yeah, it helps me. It helps young people. Yeah, it does. So there's like different things that is taking place, but it had to go in moderation. It's like your body, your essence, that it can't take everything dumping at it at one time. Hey, Timber. Hey, Roz. Hello. How are you? I'm good, love. I'm good. I took a 2-week vacay and coming back, now I'm talking about fire rituals. Yeah, it's like, you're going through these different things. You're going through a huge spiritual transformation. Your strength is getting recalibrated. You're starting to be able to see a lot of things, and it's your hearing is changing. Your eyesight is changing. You're feeling a tense vibration in your third eye. You're different. Your even your aura is changing, especially damn Miranda. You look like a damn rainbow walking around here. He's like, I can't. He's like, well, I can't sleep. Yeah, that's a lot of. I've been having to get my sleep aid. I got a whole bottle of sleep aid here. Because I ain't been able to sleep. It's just been really, really crazy. But yeah, and it's like with Miranda, you need to chill for a minute, girl. You walk around like a whole damn rainbow. Yours is just like, with yours, you that billboard. I'm like, girl, if you don't tone your ass down, you're loud. You're very loud, because it's coming out right here and it's coming back here. So you've been having a lot of vibrations coming from the top of your crown. That heart chakra been popping off like it's just been, if it was a whole mood by itself and your daggone third eye, yeah, you need to stay hell away from reading too much. You need to, because there's going to be some folks like, hey, can you do it? No, because they doing some slick stuff that they want you to do. So it's like, oh my God, you already know I'm not lying to you, Miranda. I can see it. So it's just like with yours, it's just getting crazy. Because remember, I told you it was like a few days ago. I said, yeah, your grandmother will come up and she'll be like this. She'll be like, there you go. And then she's been feeding all type of stuff to you when you just out. It's like, yeah. It's like I clicked on, what is that? Balenciaga, Olga video yesterday from oh Lord Jesus, so you just and then she's like doing this because I see somebody's having a headrest. I don't know who's smoking a peace pipe, but it's like more stuff is coming to you after you finish smoking on the devil's lettuce. It's like, yes, it's been noticing people trying to get readings and this ain't that right time. No. And it's some of the people are doing it. They notice that you done changed a lot. So whatever it is, don't post no pictures of yourself right now. Don't do that. So whatever you doing right now, because I see you put different pictures, and they're telling me don't post no pictures right now until you get that okay. And you can't do it for this week, so don't do it. You know, you're a very beautiful girl, but there's a lot of things that other people can see that you cannot. And they don't need to be seeing that right now. It's like, yeah, Coyote and the Roadrunner for me been relevant. It's like I've been seeing the traps. Yeah. You know, it's like, okay, yeah. And it's just like everybody is getting real tense. I'm trying to see. I'm getting so many different things, and it's like moving real fast because it's like I'm seeing a wolf, you know, a running of a wolf, you know. So wait a minute, I don't know, hold up, because I know Timber Wolf just came in here, so I don't know. I'm trying to see because it was reminding me of the movie with Jack Nicholson and Michelle Pfeiffer, which I do love that movie, The Wolf. And I'm just seeing the person and they're running through the woods at night. I don't know who it is, but it's like you become very powerful at a certain time of the night. You like going out and walking. And I don't know who this person has, like the woods out by their house. I don't know what it is, but it's like the woods, and they go walking at night. And it's just like they're amped up by it. As soon as I said that, my daggone frequency just changed. Excuse me, y'all. And they're running like a wolf. And it's like when you're running, you see, like if I see you, I see the essence of that person. But then I'm seeing their spiritual totem connects with that wolf. So whoever it is, damn, Miranda, get off my chat. I'm tired of you. You doing too much. You and your epic ass, you get on my nerves. I said I don't know who it is. They run it, and it's like I'm seeing. If anybody ever seen a movie with Jack Nicholson, and when he went through that transformation, so that's what it's showing me. And he's saying you got bit by a wolf and you're being wolf girl, but I'm just saying, you know, I'm just seeing it. When I'm seeing it, anybody, you know, I'm 40, I'm 45. No, not even 45. I'm 44. But it's showing me. Like whoever that is, you hold the spirit of the wolf. Your essence is connected strongly to that wolf. So it's like their energy is spiking in the middle of the night, and it has a close connection to the wolf. Like you are adopted into the forest. The forest is used to you. So you don't have to work. You feel, whoever it is, they feel free in the woods. Like, man, ain't nothing about to bite me here. You know, they see me, but they love me. Like, hey, how you doing? All right, see you next time. You know, and you're feeling good because you're running. That's a part of your nature. So whatever it is something that your essence is used to. So whatever it is, you're getting more in touch with that spiritual totem. And that spiritual totem is strengthening you. So it's like the one with the Michelle. Yeah, one with Michelle Pfeiffer. And they say, oh, I can smell you a mile away. Yeah, because his wife cheated on her with that damn butt kiss that gonna do where they were in the publishing thing in New York. And he went to Vermont and got bit. Yeah, but one back. And he always talking about asparagus, you know, asparagus. He's like, you need to stop drinking early in the morning, putting that shit in your coffee. Like, man, I only had a drop. He said, you had more than a couple of drops. I can smell it a mile away. Yeah, so whoever this is, they're highly connected to that spiritual wolf totem. Whoever it is. Miranda, you've been smoking the devil's lettuce, because I don't know whoever it is. They taking a couple of tokes and is getting them into that higher frequency. It's like in the higher frequency, and it's connecting with that. And when they're connecting with it, they're one with the universe. Did you say Chinese? What the heck does Chinese got to do with anything, Annie? What does the Chinese got to do with it? No, it was like, it was the idea a week ago. Okay, but whatever it is still in your system. No judgment, but I'm saying this is what they're showing me. Because whatever, prepare yourself, because you're going through what? It ain't just you. It's the other two of y'all. It's like Blue River. You've been getting, it's Blue River, and I think it's Annie too. You've been sitting on your bed and you feel like a rumble. Like you can sit on your bed, nobody else won't feel that, and you're sitting on your bed. Yo, Rise, it's me. Seriously. Okay, it was like terrible. Okay, it's been sitting on your bed at times and you'll feel the energy shift because you'll be sitting on the bed and it makes you feel like an earthquake. And you feel the bed vibrate. It's like you're going through a major shift and you'll feel it because it's about to happen. It's going to step up a notch, a 2 or 3, and it's going to happen the next night. Or it's either going to happen between tonight and 2 nights from now. It's going to happen. You're going to feel a very big shift. Everything is going to intensify. Like your eyes, it's like you're coming more into it, intertwined with your spiritual totem, but then there's going to be another one on there. It's connecting with you. You had to go through a certain level, and then when you met the qualifications for that, the other one's coming in, and when it does that, it's going to take a big shift to the next level. So you'll start hearing, the ringing, and it's going to come in different frequencies because it's calibrating your frequency, and DNA regeneration and transformations taking place. But it also is like your energy will start spiking up because you'll feel it, because when you're sitting on the bed, it'll have that little rumble. And other people, it's like my daughter used to sit on the bed, and I'm like, hey, you feel that? And they're like, no, I didn't feel it. What are you talking about? Never mind. I'm about to go through that with you. And he's like, yeah, crap. He's like, can we have no. It's like, no, you cannot. Yeah. It's like sheep is my Asian one. Oh, what? Asian one what? You told him? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Annie? It's like, I'm feeling that I didn't know it was last 30 days. And it's just, girl, yeah, it is. Yeah, it'll do that. But yeah, it's like y'all gonna be going in another shift because it's like you'll feel like you on a natural high. You know how sometimes you can go through a transformation that'll make you feel like, you don't toke something, or you've been drinking, or you don't pop the pill. That's what it feel like. But when you feel it, you'll feel like everything's intensifies because your body will start tingling. And it's like your frequency will be, because it's like with Miranda, you can't be taking all pictures. I remember I seen one the other day and I forgot to say something to you, but I was already going through something, so I didn't know if that was just me. But then it's showing me because you shining bright like a damn diamond. I don't know what the hell you got going on. But yeah, they were like, oh no, she cannot be doing readings, because there are people that's trying to pick your brain, and no. Because because it's like when I see it, they're picking it, like they're dissecting you, but they're trying to blind you too. Like the justice thing, you're holding it, and then they put that blind thing on there because they're trying to keep you ignorant towards something so they can take something from you. They're like soul snatchers, So it's like, yeah, let's see, all my culture. Okay, I looked at all my culture totems. Okay, sheep, dog, dragon. Okay. But yeah, there's like different essences coming because it's like, okay, because you just said dragon and it just keyed off something, because I see the ones, how the ones they have in Chinatown, and they have like those little parades and stuff. They're very beautiful, but they have the fireworks. Who has a thing where they love the dragon, the Asian dragon fireworks, like how they had the parades and stuff like that? Is somebody like connected? Which one of y'all are doing that? Yeah, it's like the last 2 girls I gave a reading to, it felt like they were wanting to get on. Yeah, don't do that. Because it's like with you remember the movie Craft? Mulan, yeah, it was like that. Somebody has that. I don't know, because I think you got some Asian down way down there. Because yeah, God saying, I'm like, Miranda got some Asian persuasion somewhere down that line. But somebody had like, you're seeing these different things, and it's very beautiful. It's very magical. Like I'm seeing the different, they're doing all this, and they got them things like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, little things, Chow Young Fat, them things on their hands or whatever, and they got the makeup on, and doing all that crazy stuff. And it's just like, they have the dragon. There's a ceremony that's getting right going. I don't know if somebody got a picture of that, or they got a dragon, some kind of ancient dragon who has a fascination with dragons. Okay, that could be you, Annie. Because I'm seeing it, and somebody has a thing, like they connect different things with oh my God, Miranda. Okay. Somebody has a strong connection with dragons. So I'm seeing it. It's like a ritual. Cause I'm just crazy because I ain't never seen nothing like that before. Because whatever it is connecting. Because it could be the fact is like whoever has the Asian dialect in their family, like a descendant, it's like connect. It has a powerful Indian. I mean, not Indian. Use the correct word. Native American connection to it, and it's like, damn, that's some good stuff. You know, it has the Asian part of the life, but it also has the Native American, and it fits like a hand in glove, which makes it very potent. Like whoever that is gonna be like the dragon tribal ancestor, the thing. Like get pissed at me. Don't get. I ain't getting pissed at you. And it's like I've been on. You've been in India. But whatever it's showing me, not Indonesian, but it's showing like the fire ritual, you know what I'm saying, with the tribes and stuff like that. But then I see, you know, like I don't know what they call that. I love that. But, you know, the girl that I was talking to, I don't talk to her anymore. So it's not her. But it's just like, because when I'm seeing a fire ritual is on this side, but I'm seeing this, it's like the dragon, the change of the dragon, because you know that like holds strength. And a lot of us in the tribe, we have that spirit of the dragon with us. It's like you see, it's like a yin yang, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like the phoenix and the dragon is like the yin yang. But this is pertaining to Native American here in the fire ritual. But then on this side, it's like the Asian connection with the strength of the dragon, the spirit of the dragon is conjoined. And whatever that is, Miranda's probably your ass, because you fitting all these daggone things, and it's like very powerful. So I don't know who it is. I don't know who it is, but whatever it is coming together. Whatever it is, and whoever it is going to be very potent. So whoever it is like, I don't know if their connection, like if you have your cell phone next to you too long, or you've had it plugged in, but all of a sudden you can grab it and you're like, dang, I just charged my phone, and next, you know, the battery life, whoever that is draining battery life, whatever it is. Yeah, it's like a life shift. Yeah, the phoenix is like the phoenix is going in full circle. So whatever this is a magical but spiritual, you know, transformation. But that mess together, the devil wouldn't want that, put it that way, because this, you know, if it has happened, it has not happened in this lifetime right now. It has not happened. This haven't happened. It could be like 1,000 years ago. This hasn't happened. So it happens every few millenniums, and this is it. You know, he's like, well, crap. It's about time, huh? It's like, hello, the philosopher. What's up? Munai, the philosopher. What's up? It's good to hear from you. Thanks for stopping through. But yeah, whatever it is, I'm seeing the fire ritual where the bear, the eagle, the wolf, the raven, you know, the fox, all these things are conjoined. But on this side, it's like the essence of the dragon, the magic of the dragon, you know, the power of the dragon. And it's just, you know, it's moving. But it's just like the dragon's on this side, but the phoenix is on this side. And this is this side. And then they're about to come up like that. It's like some Transformer type stuff. I'm trying to be able to, you know, visualize it, and y'all can understand what I'm talking about. But that mess is like, that's tight. But darkness don't want that to happen. And there's a big shift that is taking place. So whatever it is, somebody is becoming one with that. Yeah, that's fire. It's like, yeah, fire. So it's just like different things like that. Because when I'm seeing it, is anybody got a fascination with hieroglyphs? They always have a thing about studying it. Which one of y'all got connections with hieroglyphs? Like, you know, you may have pictures of it, wallpaper. Man, Miranda, stop. It's like, I'm like, when I'm seeing this, I'm like, what the hell? It's like I painted for years. Okay. Whoever has a thing with that, you're going into a big shift. And that mess might kind of have you you're not going to be balanced after that, because it's going to be very intense. Is I think my computer is having a mess. Well, go give it a pill or something and tell them to cork itself and have a good day. You know, tell them to take a bath, do something. But yeah, somebody's going through a huge shift, and they may have to like meditate and lay low for a few days. I don't know who it is. It was like, I don't know who it is, but whoever has this thing with like the dragon, is like the dragons, you know, the dragon and the phoenix is becoming one. Like they already are, but it's like I'm trying to, it's hard to describe it. It's like whatever it is, and it excelled to a certain extent. Now it's that time for it to come one. It's like phoenix here, dragon here. Now it's intertwined. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how if you, the symbol of like a doctor, you know how you see the snake going around the whatever that thing is, the snake is going around it. And it's like, it's at that time where they need to become one. It's merging. So whatever it is, it's like a very big shift that's going on, and it's like connecting with them power. And when that happens, it's going to be a lot, but it's not a bad thing, but it's like the evil things don't want that to happen, because they know that's going to be something big on the God side. They don't want that. I can't talk about it with words, but you do well. I understand. It's like two fire energy merging. Yeah, it is. But it's like they're very powerful, but they went towards a certain stage of being powerful. And it's like right at that peak. So now it's like that, you know, they've been together this whole time, but they had to separate, and they're coming back. And now it's like when they're at that point, it's like very, very, very like powerful. And now they're intertwining. Like they were already dangerous, you know, strong and dangerous then. But whatever this is, woo, whatever it is, it's going to be good. But, you know, the low level things don't want that to happen. Yeah, it's like a lot. Yeah, it's like I'll be a bad one to see it. Yeah, it's going to be big, and it's going to be beautiful. But whatever it is, that's conjoining. And then when it gets that level of an equilibrium that's going to be, you know, in a well balance, it's going to become aligned. But it's just like whatever it is. Like when they're showing me they're showing me the phoenix, and then they're showing me the dragon, and then they're showing me the different things with the wolf, the bear, the eagle, and the fox. All those totems right there. And then the middle is the crescent with the moon and all that, like I was showing y'all, where you can see the crescent and the moon right there. All this is aligning. That ain't nothing to play with. You know what I'm saying? Because all this is coming together, but it had to come in and wait is looking at. I'm like, damn. You know, you're looking at it like, what's that? I don't know, but let's stop. You can't look away from it, but it's just like, it looks scary, but it's good at the same time. You know, it's like people be scared of me for no apparent reasons. I hate that. Your energy, it is. Whatever it is, Timber Warfish is your energy is probably that. It's like Pika. You talking about Pikachu? Are you talking about Pokemon? Is that what you're talking about, Annie? You talking about Pikachu? I don't know what you're talking about. You know, but yeah, it's just like it's coming together. But when you see it, it's just like it's beautiful. It's like something like, damn, how did y'all even try to get this together or something like that? But whatever it is, these things hasn't came like that, like in. It don't even be at this time, you know, in this millennial, whatever you want to call it. This is probably like together at 1795 or something like that. This has it didn't come into full circle until whatever it is happening this year. You know, it's like Timber, don't be trying to explain to those who don't understand. I love Pikachu. Oh Lord Jesus, yes, honey. Okay. Oh Lord, but yeah. There's a lot of different things that's going on, and it's just like I'm feeding into all these visions y'all got, and it's crazy, and it's very intense. Like all y'all are like spiking up your stuff is just like, hey, and it's loud, and it was like I love me some. It's like charades, you know what? It's like we're playing. It's like, okay, what is this? You know, it was like, what is that? What is that? 2 words, 3 syllables. You know, I ain't doing all that. It's just like, what is it? Let me take another drink on this. But yeah, it's like that. We're connecting more with our spirit totems, and it's like our ancestors from whatever point that they have in the collective, they're helping us. So it's just like with your whoever it is, I think Miranda is like 3 generations back, 3 or 4 generations back, because the grandmother, whoever it is, she got this pretty long hair, and it's like salt and pepper. But then I see the one that has black hair. I don't know if they died at a young age, but there's like 2 like way back in the line. But it's just like whoever it is connecting with your essence, and it's like helping you. You know, it's like a chaperone, and they're helping, like, hey, don't go that way, go this way. You know, like certain times you'll just like change direction, like, why did I just do that? And you just turn a different direction. It's like, no, they turn you like, no, go that way. It's like, no, go that way. No, stop. Like certain times you'll stop, and it just so happens something will move by you, like, dang, that's a close call. Or something that you'll sit up here and you'll drop, and all of a sudden, glad I picked that up. Yeah, it's like your reflexes is changing. Okay. All right. Because it feels like, oh my God. Because it's like, if I'm seeing it, I'm telling you, it's like some Marvel comic type mess, and it looks crazy. It looks crazy. But yeah, it's been like that. So it's like with you, you're getting advanced. That's why they're like, tell her don't do no more readings for a few days. But they said, whatever is something that you do before you do your reading, like, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know if it's like you talk to a candle, or you talk to like sage or something, or, you know, it's just like that notification, like, hey, is it okay? Do you do some kind of ritual? You like, he'll like, he 3. Okay. You know, like, joking. Yeah, it's not. Okay. Do you do some kind of ritual? Do you do before your reading? Don't go and don't say what it is, but yes or no. You do some kind of ritual that lets you know, hey, it's okay to do readings like that. Do you do that? I'm not saying you do it all the time, but there are certain times, like if you did readings for that whole week and you'll stop for like 2 or 3 days to recharge, and there will be certain things that a ritual you'll do. It's like, yes, the candle. I've been asking. Okay. Because it's showing me you're doing that. And it's just like, when you're going through this shift, they're telling me you can't do it right now, because it's like certain changes that are going on towards people that are more advanced than you, that does not have your best interest at heart. That's what they're telling me right now. Whatever it is, there are people that are watching you, because I see eyes around you that you don't see, and they're like very advanced, but they're trying to stop what is coming. They can't do that, but they're trying to. That's why they were like, hey, tell her, you know, just like I told you last time, or there are certain things that I had to tell you, but I couldn't tell you here, but I had to go and tell you, you know, what we talked about last time. But there's people that are watching you, that they sniff. You know how some of them folks that they ain't good, they'll come sniff you out right when they know you're peaking at a certain rate. And it's like, whatever they're doing, it's like your ancestors are protecting you for whatever it is. Yeah. So whatever they're taking you, because it's like, tell her she has to stop for a minute, because there's people that are watching you. And it could be different times, like even when you go out, you know, you've told me this before, but it's like that. This one, it kind of make you want to, you know, what's that? And it's like that somebody is doing something, but it's trying to see what you're doing at the same time. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're trying to sniff you out, because somebody done said something about you, and they trying to investigate like whatever it is, or something, you know, from the underground. It's not good. It's been watching you anyway. So whatever it is taking place, you're protected, but they just let you know, don't be so handsy, and so you can't be touching everybody's hands either. Like, I don't know if you go meet out with people, stop, whatever you're doing, stop touching them. Don't do that. Because there'll be people, hey, want to give you a hug? No. You know, social distancing, you can use that as a quick way, social distancing. Because there are people that's trying to take something from you, but they're doing it by touching you. Like they just trying to mess you up just by touching you. I don't do that. Like, hey, I don't do hugs, boo-boo. Distance, and that's what it is. But whatever you got going on, somebody been watching you anyway, and they ain't got no good intentions for you. Yeah. That's me. No. Because she would have snatched some essence from you, dude. Especially if it's on her person. Like, oh, can you pray over this? Nah, I can't. I don't know what you're talking about. But I don't know what you're talking about. Because there's people that may know something, even though you're advanced, but there's people that don't have your best interest at heart. They'll be trying to steal something from you that it doesn't belong to them. Because they know, you don't do that. Yeah. Because there's whatever is coming to you, that's coming in to protect your person, your essence, and whatever it is, they're shielding you. Because it'll be something told you, like you were about to grab and you're like, nah, I can't. That was your great grandmother. Hey, don't you touch that. Or people want to touch you on the shoulder. Don't touch me. Because the energy passed through hands and jump. No. Is that how it's like it's with us, with everybody. There's certain things, depending on your gift and where you're at that time. There's people, like I try to tell people, especially when you're awakening for the good, there's somebody awakening at the same time that's like for the bad. And they're like your tracker. There'll be people that come up on you, like if you have crystals, they'll pray over your crystals. And they're trying to project evil out to you. Or there'll be different people that'll send you something. Hey, I want to send you a gift. And they're coming in threes. They're trying to break that essence of a bond with you. And with her, like her family been watching her anyway. Her family, she got family that protects her, that is on both her parents' side, that that are very advanced, and that's why they're giving her that it's like an essence of sight. And I can't go into terms with it here with her. I can't do that with anybody. If there's somebody, I'm like, hey, you gotta talk about that, not here. But when you go towards a certain stage, there's always a counterpart. Everything got a balance to it. When the good's up and up, the bad's coming up too. When you're going to the advance, the darkling's coming with you, and they're trying to make sure they stop you. There's a lot of people, when they first went through the spiritual awakening, you'll start smelling things that smell rotten. You'll start smelling sulfur. You start having bruises and scratches. You don't know what you're coming from. These different times at night, especially at the witching hour, there'll be things that are attaching to you to keep you at a low rate. So those things are going on where they're stopping. Yes, I have no crystals. I mean, it's just like if you have them, it's not good to let other people handle your crystals. Even though I'm like, oh, let me no, don't touch my crystals. But there'll be people that want to be handsy because they don't have that best interest at heart. But somebody sniffs Miranda out. I don't know Miranda. I know her spiritually. And that's enough for me to know. But her ancestors is coming to me to tell her certain things that she cannot be doing. Because right now, she's very high up there. And for that to happen, she can't do readings because even though, oh, I want you to do this, and they already know how to do it. But they're trying to sniff something out that they're trying to make sure that she don't catch. That's what it is. Yeah. So it's like no reason for people to, is that me too, Miranda. If I leave my house, I keep my personal space. Yeah. And about 8 feet when possible. Because there's different people. You don't know who is being sent your way. Because there'll be certain people, hey, can I talk to you? Can we record the conversation? What the hell you need to record a conversation for? No, I'm good. No, I don't need that. Or can I no, you're not taking a picture of me either. And there's different things. It's just like, yeah, I've been nudged to wear sunglasses. Yeah. Because it's like people be trying to sniff you out just because we're in that level of where we're being protected, there's certain things that they're trying to make sure we don't advance to. And right now we're all peaking, And everything needs a balance to it. So if you have something that's raising in the good, you have to guarantee that you got a watcher and a lurker for the bad. They're going to make sure they intervene. And they're trying to make sure that don't happen, because right now, if all this collects where it's supposed to be, you have to understand, devil and God going hand in hand right now. You see all the crazy stuff that's going on in the world right now. But anyway, it can still, the devil think he being slick doing something, but God can still use it in his favor, And it's like, that smells shitty. Yeah, it is. It was like, let me say I've been nudged. Yeah, you got to. It helps me feel safe. Yeah. And especially with you wearing your glasses like that, you be shifty. You can feel out the environment with you. Like if you just stand there for a minute and just feel it out. But you have to be able to zone out everything else, but you can still do it if you focus. And I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, no, I'm just thinking about something. You don't even tell. Even when it comes to your best friends, there are certain things you cannot be sharing with them. Because your grandmother, and she's doing this, like, don't, whatever it is, don't keep that to yourself. I don't know if you're just like, you have a lot of friends and stuff like that, but there are certain things you can't talk about. Certain things you can't be sharing. Yeah. And it's like, okay. Yeah. It's like that. I said it smells shitty. It do. But it's like that. You have to understand everything has a balance to it. Night, dark, sun, moon, bad, good, gospel, evil, and it's like that. And they're trying to make sure that they stop that. And you can see on the world, it's like God is restarting everything. The rapture is going on, the wrath is coming on, because there's so many different people that I know they're trying to make sure people don't excel. That's where your challenge is, because there's certain things that you have gone through your life that you may have not been able, you're just now starting to forgive, but there's people in your life that's trying to challenge you on not doing that. They're trying to bring extra drama to your life. But it's either are you going to allow this to affect you, or are you going to allow that to be your ammunition to keep going? Because it's just like when you start, notice that the more you start advancing, that's where a lot of people start picking with you. We always sniff out to sit up here and mirror different things out, and we be having a lot of enemies. We're like, why are you not liking me? You're trying to understand what is this person's deal, but yet you have that. So yeah. So it's just like you're going through all these different things and you're advancing. You have your totems. You have, you have your night. It's not like night stalkers, but you have your night watchers, basically. So it's just like different things. Like if you're used to being out at night where you go nature walking, like with Miranda with her dog, it's just like she has people protecting over her, or certain things that are guiding you to a different way. Like if you go towards a certain section, what you're doing, and Miranda, whatever it is, I don't know if you go through this, when you take the dog out at night, they say change your route. Don't go the same time, same way every night. You know what I'm saying? They say change your route. Whatever it is, you need to change your route. Don't go to the same place all the time. Go to different spots. So you're going through different changes. So with everything that's going on right now, the devil's trying to do any and everything to make sure he can keep you in distraction, trying to keep you focused on things that really don't even matter anymore. Yeah, it says Rose is the best one. She say very difficult things. Yeah. It's like there is a muskie, and the man have been staring at me like crazy. You get bad vibes, like ugh. Like it makes your skin crawl. So I'm like, Blue River seems like a plastic. So it do. It's like, I remember, it was like, what is it? Moon River. Wasn't there a song called Moon River or Blue River? I don't know. It's not about religion, right? No, but it's just like whatever. It's like I think they know I'm spiritual. Yeah, but whatever it is, they didn't tell me why, but they said, because I don't know if you may go the same place or, the same time every night. Because it's like they're telling me you need to switch up your routine. Either you leave earlier or you leave later, but don't go in the same spot. Because whatever it is, you know how sometimes people can get connected like that, especially if it's like, I can see if you went like with your brothers and sisters, or you and a boyfriend, or you and a guy friend, like best friend or whatever, and y'all do it. But it's just like, whatever they're telling me to tell you, go a different route and change the time. Don't be, you know, because some people, they're anal. They'll go, okay, you know, at 7:05, and go take Lucky out for 10 minutes, come back, we're going to go rock around here and do that. They're telling you, you need to change that up. Stop doing that every night, because you're being watched. And whatever is going on, you going through them transformations is not a good thing. So you need to you need to change your habit for what they're saying, especially at night. I don't know if you just go out by yourself, but they say change your time. Change your time and change your different spots. You need to go somewhere else. And it's not saying that something's going to attack you, but there's certain things you need to see on the other side. You know, whatever it is, you can't keep going here, because you may miss out that information. So I don't want you paranoid saying somebody's going to attack you, but it's just the fact is, you don't know what essence of spirits that are watching you, whatever lurkers you got. But it's just the fact is, your ancestors are telling me you need to change, because there are certain things you still need to connect to, because it's, you know, the nature of spirit talks to you at night. They talk to you because you're a very woodsy person anyway. So it's just like the things that you need to go, but you can't get it where you're at. You know, you're already used to that. You know, if something comes different, you're like, oh, okay, this happened. So you'll miss out on what's happening. But if a new place, you're going to be paying attention, you know, to everything. And that's when things are going to communicate with you. So, yeah, it's going to do that. Never do the same thing twice. Yeah. Because it's not, you know, I'm not trying to say that as in scaring anybody. That's not what I'm saying. But it's just the fact is, they're showing me those can be possibilities. But there's more things about her nature and information about her nature, but it's not going to come in places where she's used to going. She has to go on a different route to fill that out. So when you're doing that, it's some kind of way. I don't, you know, I hope I'm making sense to you, but it's like whatever you're doing, it's not going to be in the spot you're used to going to. It's somewhere else. You know, because people know you go there. The essence know you go there. So they need you to go to an opposite direction. But they're telling me to tell you, you'll fill it out and they'll know what direction they're bringing you to. Because when you clear your mind and be guided by that, it's going to take you to that spot. And whatever it is going to stick out to you. It's like not scary, just caution. Yeah. So it's just like, you know, there's something she needs to see. There are certain things that she needs to connect with, but it's not going to be on that usual route. But regardless of whatever you're doing, it's like anyway, period. You need to change up your route. You're doing that. I think I know where. Okay. Yeah. So it's not, I'm not trying to scare you or anything like that. Cause I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell are you like, hold up, wait a minute now. But no, that is not saying that, but it's always good to change up anyway. So it's just like, you need to go into a different, because you're advancing very fast. Cause when I'm seeing you're loud, you're very loud. Your frequency is very loud. Cause even your dog be like, even your dog be looking at you like, what's wrong with you? Like your dog probably be sniffing at you and like, what are you doing? You know, and the dog can feel it, because they'll be looking at you like you're crazy, and they feel it. They don't know what it is, but they know something on you. You know, like you wake up in the middle of the night and the dog just looking at you. I'm just watching you. You're like, what's going on? Why are you looking at me in the middle of the night? But yeah, even your dog can figure it out. So yeah, it's just like, yeah, for sure. It's like it was like he's been noticing that. Be like, you know, what you got going on? You know, I'll be looking at you and head be, you know, looking all crazy. I need to, you know, I attack strongly and with justice. I did this week and now I'm in danger. You make sense. Yeah, it's just like we're going through that. It's just like mine is just been to that point where I already felt like I was a ticking time bomb, and the things that I was connected to that could have caused issues with me. I could have been locked up. That's why I was like, let me just stay to myself, or let me just walk off, because if I lay hands, I can break something, and I'm not trying to do that. So it is just like, you have to be able to be in that solitude, because a lot of times we don't like being in solitude because we already feel like we're by ourselves at times. We could be in a house full of people, but you can still feel by yourself if you're going through that. you know. And it's like you need to take, you know, you always do hood. Yeah, so it is just like, you know, everybody's going through their major shift, and you may notice something different about yourself, or if you got a lot of things going on, you may not be able to pick it up, but things, you can tell something's different about yourself. And I know with mine is very calm. You know, I'm allowing myself to not go in a pattern. I may, if I say something, it may have something to do with something that pissed me off. There are certain things I'm not allowing myself to do that. I had to detach all the way, you know, and just being able to use what I'm using without having to go to that pain, that dark part of my life. So I put a ring on my left hand, and I say I'm married if I want men to leave me alone. Oh yeah, you can just say I'm gay, you know, doing something like that. I'm like, no, do you go over? No, I'm strictly with that. No. You know, be something like that. But yeah, it is just like, but it's not nothing, you know, I'm not trying to say that as them being creepy with her, you know, or Miranda or anything. It's like her ancestors, it's like she's gonna find something, like if, like, say it could be a rock or a crystal like rock, or it could be, you know, like I've been outside before when I used to go, you know, outside and stuff like that. Next, you know, I found an arrowhead, or I had found this ring that had topaz in it, you know, and I used to have a lot of that stuff. Like my mom, you know, I would go to different reservations and they would pray over me, and then they'll give me a bracelet with topaz in it. So yeah, so it's just like different things. She may stumble and I'm like, God dog, you know, I found it here. It's going to be something that's going to poke out to her that she needs on her person anyway. But for her to do that, she had to go on a different route. Because it's just like, if you go on that same route, you already know you already know where to go. So you're not going to be looking. But if you go on the other way, you're going to start noticing, paying attention to different things. And there's something that's just going to really stick out to you that you are not used to seeing. And it's going to say, hey, pick that up. So whatever it is, it's like your spirit was connecting that with you. And that's a part of the piece of your puzzle. You know, if that makes any sense. And you're calm and vulnerable, sharp. Well, yeah, I'm being vulnerable. But I'm like, I'm in chill mode. I had to allow myself to detach. You know what my situation is. And I just had to heal and disconnect from that. So, you know, I said, I can't keep reminding myself of those things. I know what happened, know what people did, you know, but I'm not allowing myself to connect with that anymore. Is I find things on the ground all the time, feathers, you know, pretty rocks, pennies. Yeah. I've been they've been finding me a lot, you know. I can go walk and the next, you know, I'll find a blue. You know, I got a whole bunch. Matter of fact, I got you know, I've been finding a lot of feathers that I keep, like black ones, gray ones, white ones, and you know, I just keep, you know, and use it with my sage. So, you know, they're connecting a lot with me. So, yeah, so take the compliment. Yeah. So it's just like, you know, different things just going on. But yeah, there's a lot of different things you might, because there's another fire ritual that's going on, because after that shift, if something's coming, I don't know if it's like a full moon. It's like a change of full moon. Yeah, I got got rocks and stuff all over here too. But whatever with the full moon. I'm trying to see. It's like, you know, whatever it is with the full moon is getting into alignment. Like eclipse, it's showing me the moon, but it's showing me an eclipse. But it's not an eclipse, but it's like an eclipse within the spiritual person. It's like something's going in complete alignment. And whatever it's doing, a lot of us is going to feel that. So it's prepping us for those things. So if you've been having, like, if you're on social media and you'll see somebody having a bonfire, or you just, you know, or you'll see it on TV, that's your indication it's going to pop up again. Or you're daydreaming and next, you know, you see yourself at a campground. These things are happening. Yeah, so I see butterflies a lot and angel numbers. Yeah. I mean, we always do those. You know, I have a lot of different ones. They'll fly around me and they'll touch me. You know, the different ones that'll just come up and touch me, or they'll land on my face. You know, I'll be having a fit, like, be running, whatever. But it's just like, it's, you know, it's saying, hey, how are you doing? Calm down. We're not going to bite. You know, different stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, feathers. Yeah. it's just like I can walk and then I'll be like, do I need to take a break? Because I've been very irritable. It's, I'll find a black feather, and a black feather is that time where you have to be, this is your time to go into solitude. This is that time for you to take off for yourself and fix with yourself. You got finding feathers outside is special. Yeah, it is just like they're giving you that notification, like whatever. Because I see we have these big like condor, like, them things look huge. The eagles. I mean, they're just like as big as my freaking arm, probably a lot bigger. From one end to the next, when they come swooping over me, I'm like, oh shoot, and they come and they're like, chipping, and I chip back at them, and we're doing that. But yeah, whatever it is there anybody know if there's going to be a special moon phase? Because whatever it is, I forgot, what do they call it, y'all? Y'all know what I'm talking about? How do we Google that? Somebody Google it real quick. This is the one I was seeing too. Y'all see that? So whatever it is going in completion. Whatever it is going in completion. 444, yeah. Harvest. Oh, harvest moon? Yeah. Because I forgot, number one, this is October. And if you have pagan, witchery, Wiccan, Wicca, whatever, because I know with ours, it's like if you have the bloodline of pagans, we have that. So whatever it is, and I was like, why do I keep seeing that? And I just thought about that. You're going into that advance, like it is really you're basically the top of your coven. So you're doing a lot of those, so it's like Samhain, those different things are coming in where, I see all of them doing like this, and it's like an offering towards the, the universe, Mother Earth, and Samhain, you're connecting with that. And it's supposed to be the harvest moon. So it's whatever that is giving you your power on top of that complete alignment. Oh, Jesus. That's going to be something. That's going to be a lot. That's going to be a lot. So, yeah. So there's something that's going on. Because I know around Halloween, it's like, things is getting crazy right now. Is that how can I know if I am doing well with the changes within my energies? What are you talking about? Like, are you coming in alignment? Are you off? Are you talking about healing? Going a little bit more details so I can know what you're talking about. It's like, no, my bad. It's like October 20th full moon. Okay, Hunter's moon is the name. Okay, is that winding up for the dance naked? Here we go, Timberwolf. The dance naked out there on the full moon belly. I ain't about to do all that. But whoever else want to do it, I can go ahead and do it. I ain't about to do all that. But yeah, when I'm trying to see if are you talking about, are you in imbalance or what? What are you saying? How can I know if I'm doing well in my changes? Are you talking about accepting yourself, your spiritual? I know I just pictured that with damn Timberwolf. I'm like, I can see everybody painting themselves up and running around, titties going one way, ass going the next, and there's just certain people I ain't trying to see naked. I'm like, ooh, no, I'll see y'all another time. I'm about to go blind. Let me go blind for a little while. No. And everybody rubbing paint on themselves. No. That would make me ever want to never go outside again. No, I'm good. But yeah, there's going to be that. And the energy is going to be very potent. So you may get a little bit irritable. You may be hyper, but it's just, it's taking you to that next level, whatever it is. But it's like Samhain, and you're connecting with the collective, and so I just wonder sometimes, how am I doing? Don't want to go backwards. Yeah, if you're not allowing yourself to keep dwelling in the past and you're healing, if you're talking about like it in your progress, if that's what you're talking about, you'll know when you're open. But it's not a bad thing if you're being repetitive, because there's like if you have to start over, it can be very frustrating to a person. I know it was with me because my patience is very short, but there may be something in that chapter I need to know more about myself. So it just depends on how you choose to see it. Because if you're repeating it, there's certain things you need to learn, certain things you need to accept, you need to acknowledge. So that's not bad. It's just like when you're allowing yourself to apply that towards the daily, if there are certain things that's telling you, hey, you need to let go. Hey, you need to not stop playing it safe. Take a leap of faith, be open to change. When you're allowing yourself to do those things, you're always progressing. If you have a stumbling block where you're sensitive in certain parts of your life and you dealt with it, that's allowing yourself to say, you know what, this part of myself, like if I have a thing about forgiving somebody and I'm having an issue with that, whether you can see the person or a certain thing and be said, and it makes you go back to that situation, that's letting you, hey, you need to work on forgiving, healing from that certain part of your life so you can allow yourself to advance to the next level. Because it's like everything is wanting you to come in complete alignment, but you have to be open to that. They'll, higher self and Gaia and all that, they'll connect with you, but they're wanting you to stay open towards that. And he's like, I know I'm doing good because I feel good. Hey, that's good. It's like kids fight. Bless you all. Oh, Lord. The kids are fighting. You got to go? Is that what you're saying, Annie? But, yeah, it's just like a lot of different things are like, no fighting. Oh, okay. But, you're going through everybody's going through different changes. And then when you're allowing yourself to accept a lot of things in your life, that is leading you towards better. With my situation, it was very hard for me to have to accept a lot of different things in my life, whether or not I got closure, I got explanation. I just had to allow myself to know, regardless on what is being told for me, I have to do what's best for me. And for me to be able to do that, I have to close that certain chapter in my life so I can be at peace. So working on allowing myself to get into that solitude and being able to face and accept those different things that it was going on. It was very hard to do, but that was something a person with strength is going to do. Because there's a lot of people that will run and ignore their problems. And it's like the more you run away from it, the worse it's going to be. And, right now where God is like, he ain't the one to be playing with right now. Because there's a lot of ones that he's like, he's leveling up, but there's some of them that, they keep sending them warning signs to, and they keep on overlooking, ignoring what he's saying. And it's just like, okay, I warned you. Now mess is going to start popping off. And that's why I'm already on the right side of the fence with him. I'm trying to do that. All right, I'm about to change the fact that is that my coffee cup is empty. Oh, Lord. Yeah, but there's a lot of different things that's going on. There's a lot of people, especially with you. You know which ones you already know which ones you have an issue with. They don't stop. That's going to be, they ain't going to be good. So whatever, you may want to keep yourself separated. If y'all don't stay in the same place or whatever, just keep yourself, separated for now. But yeah, there's a lot of different things that's going on right now that people want to keep ignoring God's warnings if they want to. Because hell about to break loose. Not in a good way. Different people's like family from the other side, like, hey, stop, heal, break part, stop doing this. And people ain't trying to, people keep ignoring that. I'm like, oh, well, it ain't like you didn't get warned. I'm just making sure it ain't got nothing to do with me. Keep doing my stuff, repenting, forgiving, letting go so I can go ahead and get about my life. I ain't got time for all that. But yeah. There's a lot of stuff that's going on right now where it's the rapture, the reaping, the wrath. It is, you just don't want to do that because God is on a rampage right now. He collected, and it just ain't no good thing. So, yeah, there's a lot of different changes that's going on right now. And it is just like, like I was telling Miranda, that Gulf of the Mexico thing where they had that big explosion like a month or two ago. They were like, oh, that's a gas leak, this and this and that. And I told y'all, there's like Miranda was there, but I don't know if Timberwolf was there or Annie, but I was talking about, look, there's some Godzilla-like thing in the ocean that they were trying to make sure it didn't come up on the actual sea level, and they ain't got it yet. I don't know if they got it, but it's gonna be on the hush hush thing. They ain't trying to have no world panic saying Godzilla walking around out here. But they had two explosives they dropped in the ocean. There's like 40 billion tons, and I'm just imagining an explosive 40 billion tons, and y'all still didn't catch it. How big is this daggone thing out there? Now I'm just like, you got Godzilla out there, and it's a huge rampage. Yes, yeah. Love you, sis Roz. Be well. Timber has left the chat. All right, love you, Timber. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. But yeah, it's going there. These are the things that's taking place, and this is that. Whatever is going on, they're trying to make sure they keep it on the hush hush. But it's been going on for a while. There are certain parts of the world where you can hear Russia, Finland. You're hearing these roars, or you're hearing chariot horns and junk like that. Because they showed it too, where they showed a painting of Lucifer. When he had his hand where you only can see one eye. And next thing you see the moon like on March 31st, and it was like that image right dead in the sky. And I'm like, let me just die a little bit, okay? I ain't trying to see nothing like that. But it's just getting crazy. It's getting really crazy. There's certain things that's starting to surface that they don't want to surface. And if they do, they're trying to make sure they conceal and not, so it won't be, it won't get spread out like that. Yeah. Because you go up on their TikTok and them all were saying it, because I told it to y'all first. And I remember I was like, Miranda, weren't you on chat when I was talking about, the Gulf of Mexico thing? And I was telling my friend about it. And you just so happen to have the gas leak that's in the Gulf of Mexico. And that's exactly where, around that time, where Leviathan came out at. And y'all just so happen to name the gas company the Leviathan. That's not that's a coincidence. Leviathan coming out, because I forgot what that what is it? That the recent, like, it's not new, but it probably came out like 2019 2020 when they had the new Godzilla movie out, where they had Leviathan in the movie. This is life imitating art, imitating life. And you're having this thing frozen, and you see it's a 3-headed dragon type thing. No. And then they're talking about, the scientists are trying to if y'all not watched Jurassic Park, leave them things alone. If they weren't here at the times where they need to be, you don't need to be bringing them back. Y'all seen Godzilla, Jurassic Park. It didn't end well. And they doing stuff like that. They making us walking food snacks. I'm not trying to be a whole snack to anybody. They doing all that stuff. But yeah, all these different changes is going off in the world. You can see it going on. And it's just like when and it's already set. It's like a checkmate type situation. If you're noticing, like I was talking about, the thing that happens in, that happened like 20 years ago, the 9 thing, that one, everybody putting pictures of where you see the devil's eyeballs out of one of the windows that was, gone where the plane went into, or you seen it when it comes out and you see the horns and stuff coming out. That's not, people like, that's CGI. No, it's not. Just admit, this is the devil thing, but this was 1044 same thing at the same time. Devil creating some havoc and chaos in the world, but it ends with, with some kind of positive is coming together, because everybody coming together and healing about that. And it's not, it's sad at that time, but it's just like, and I'm trying to be sensitive to that, because I know I had family that was in that situation. It's like no disrespect to anybody who was very affected by that situation. But it's like different cultures, different walks of life banding together to try to heal off of what these people have done, And it's all that stuff, because the devil is doing stuff, but then it's just like they're using it some kind of way to bring love and compassion in with a lot of people. There's people that from different walks of life that was taken away at that day. There was a lot of people affected by that day. So it's like the devil doing something to create hell on earth, but all these other people are hugging, nurturing, because, it was scary seeing that, because it still looks weird to me. It doesn't look real to me. But then you're seeing people helping each other. They're consoling each other, people in shock. So it's just like it balances out, even though it don't balance it out. Yeah, it's like, especially with Jurassic Park. Yeah. I remember when I first seen it, I had a panic attack when I seen it, because we watched it in a movie theater, and that wasn't good. And I was like smoking a toke. I know, like you see it, and it's just like you're as big as Godzilla eye? No. Like, no. I don't want to be in the same time span as that. You need to leave them things alone. Oh, we're gonna make it in Costa Rica. Them things came to the no. It could be like 10 or 10, 20 jumps, and they're in Costa Rica. Next thing you know, they in New York next day. Leave that stuff alone. It made me think about Godzilla when it was in New York, and you see that. And I mean, I had panic attacks. I don't know what kind of phobia that is. Like when stuff coming out the ocean, I forgot it's like a T word, TH word. I don't remember what it's called. But when you see Godzilla's horns coming out and that old man sitting up there trying to fish, I think I might watch that movie after I stopped. It was like the movie, when you seeing the horns coming out of the water and he flying. And old dude looking like, what's that? He's like, oh, I got something big. You ain't got that thing about to have you, and that was big. So it was like, yeah, what you're talking about. It's like that deep water. I don't like it. Because there was one on TikTok, Miranda, I don't know if you've seen that mess, but it almost gave me a whole panic attack. I said, let me turn this off. I had to go out, walk out of the room. And then you can tell it's CGI, but that mess still looked crazy. You'll see like a person like in the ocean. They said this is a fear of certain people. They got fear of the water, deep water. And you see like a diver, and he's looking at the special fish. Okay. And you seeing this fish, you're looking like, I don't know, but it had like 1,000,000 teeth in its mouth, like a piranha. And that's, you see this dark spot, and this thing is about a zillion times bigger, and it's eating both of it at the same time. I said, hell no. Let me cut it off. No, I ain't lost nothing in nobody's ocean. The ocean is a liquid grave. I ain't got time to be going up in there. So I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, because you'll see a diver and he's swimming right there, and you look like he's taking a picture. And next thing I was like, what's that in the back? You seen this big ass thing just coming up, and all the teeth was coming out. No. Like, no. I was like, oh my God, my heart, and I have phobias of the water. I don't, and they're like, oh, you want to go to the ocean? No. I think one of my lives, people laughing at me. I swear up and down, I had a past life where I died on the Titanic. You can't get me in the water like that. You can't get me in the water like that. I don't like oceans. I don't like boats like that. I ain't lost nothing out there. Pretty scenery, but I'd rather look at it from afar. No, I ain't doing it. I even watched the movie Meg, Megalodon. You see it on that trailer where you see somebody on a yacht, but when you seeing Meg come out that water, it's looking like a little Tonka truck, and you just seeing his mouth open and he's about to swallow it up. No, like no, I watched that. And me and my daughter feet be jumping up. I'm like, me looking. We watch crazy stuff like that. But it's just that movie was good. But I need to go watch the new one with Vera Farmiga in it. The Godzilla one with the three-headed dragon. I think that's Leviathan they were talking about, where it came out it brought fire out the ocean, and I'm just next thing you know, this thing happened. So them folks that be worshiping stuff like that. They conjured up something and they trying to bring it here. I'm like, can y'all just leave that stuff alone? Why are y'all trying to do that? But it is, the Megalodon. To me, because it's like we don't know what's on the Earth's core. The ship. The floor. Because from what my knowledge is, there's only so far we can go before it makes us combust. You know what I'm saying? We only can go to a certain level, sea level, because you over here, because I was watching when I first saw Meg. I'm like, how are they going down that low? Don't your ears start popping? And next thing you know, I'm looking at Jason Statham, and he just holding his, he's trying to pop his ears, because it was like, the deeper you go down, it start messing with you. So there's only a certain sea level we can go to. You don't know. Because there's certain seas that go like 3,000-4,000 feet down. I ain't lost nothing down there. I don't care what it is. You ain't get me to go down there. And you just don't know, especially when the world, how they saying something about the moon. What is it? The sun or something's conflicting with Earth, and they're trying to have a fake sun or something like that that's going on. But it's like there's a shift in that Earth's core. You don't know if it shifted something and brought something out, and it don't really got the whole atmosphere messed up. Just with our vibration enough alone, it can jack up something. You know, is that below is, yeah, for no one to explore. Okay. We don't, they said there's like 80% of the sea that has not yet been discovered. You don't know what's there. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's certain things and you're assuming that it is not there no more. You don't know that. You know, these things could be, you know, and they probably feel more safe in the lower sea level, so they don't, you know, they ain't got no reason to come up unless there's something that's going on. You know, because it's just like when you watch some of these movies, like the Piranha movies. If you ever watched the ones that Eli Roth did, and they look really bad. You know, like, you know, you didn't find out to the end, these big suckers, these are the babies. They were like, wait a minute, if these are the babies, the next, you know, oh boy, got a whole snack. You're like, then you see the mama coming out. I turned that mess off so quick. I was like, wait a minute. You don't know. These things, you don't know. They could be Uber. You know, down there, you get, yeah. You don't know what's far down there. We ain't explored. You don't know if they're extinct or not. They may just like, man, look, there's too many of them things up there now. If they feel like they having a food shortage, oh yeah, they're gonna come back up. You know, and then we're going to start seeing something. But obviously something that came and alerted them on the sea level for them to want to get a bomb. Oh, shoot. Something that explodes, you know, on that. To, you know, and they're saying whatever it is, it had to be something like big as Godzilla. Because whatever it is, they couldn't kill it. Where did it go? You know, with cockeyed for that minute. Where did it go? You know, and then y'all shot off 2 of them and it still did. Oh, well, we had a gas leak. Yeah, you're going to have to make some kind of explanation. But it wasn't no gas that was doing that. But yeah. But y'all, I'm going to go to a close. It's almost 2 hours and I'm tired. I did videos in like 2 weeks now. I'm starting to get tired. But thank y'all so much for connecting with me. I really love y'all and I missed y'all. And hopefully, I don't know if I'm gonna do it again tomorrow. If they have if they got a tracker, but you already know, you think they're gonna broadcast that? Come on now, Miranda. You already know that's gonna start world panic. They ain't gonna do that. You welcome so much, and stay safe. Rest up. You already know it. I'm about to probably go watch a movie. You need to watch that movie, Rabbit. I didn't get to finish watching it. Because it already started off crazy. I'm like, okay, the billboard thing, and then y'all talking about daggone Dark Knight of the daggone Soul. I'm like, come on, man, damn. What are you doing? You know, the movie looked crazy. So, yeah. But you already know it's like with Halloween season, there's a whole lot of scary movies that are going to be out. And I got to go see some more. So, I love y'all so much. Thank you for connecting with me. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to make videos tomorrow. But, you know, if I do, I'll post it and let you know. You still got the website that I was telling you about? Because if you got like a Fire Stick or you got Google Chrome that you got connected to your TV, you can mirror it from your phone and put it on the TV. That's how I'll be watching mine. It's very good. So yeah, but I love y'all so much. I'm about to go recharge, and I hope y'all have a blessed night, and I will talk to y'all again. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna do, you know, any videos tomorrow. I may and may not, I don't know. But, you know, y'all know if y'all look up on the thing with me sharing it. So I'll talk to y'all later. Much love. Good night.